I said, I'm in the mortgage industry now. I'm doing loans for folks. I can qualify for a house. Why am I going to go pay 800, $1,000 a month in rent when I can buy a place and have a mortgage payment, right around the same thing, 900 bucks a month. And then I could get a roommate and they can cover part of my mortgage. So this idea was just, why go do this when I can go buy a house and have reduced housing costs? So that's what I really did. Is I ended up at 19 years old. Once I had a full year in the mortgage industry, started looking for properties
Mhm.
and found a house, bought it when I was 20. And what it was this N unit townhouse that had a first floor master bedroom and two bedrooms and a bathroom upstairs. So my idea was I could live downstairs, I could have the downstairs to myself, and then upstairs I could put one or two roommates up there. They would share the bathroom. So then the only thing we really have to share is the kitchen space. And I had several friends that were paying $400, $500, $600 a month to share a two-bedroom place. So to me, it just sort of made sense of, yeah, let's go do this. I can reduce housing costs, and hopefully you get appreciation. They're paying down the mortgage. You get your interest right off. So to me, for some reason, it just made sense. It wasn't really house hacking at the time, but yeah, that's
Mhm.
how I sort of stumbled into it.
That's really cool. And so you continued to do that. I know you got one in a college area. Could you tell me how you found that and how you financed it?
Yeah, so the first one, I bought. I think I lived in there 4, 5, 6 years. I ended up selling it, and then as I was traveling a lot overseas with the nonprofit industry, I sort of realized, you know, I'm living in a place, I was renting an apartment, living with friends, and I just wasn't ever there. I was gone months at a time. So then I transitioned to living back with family. And then I said, why don't I go back to doing that sort of thing that I did but try to find a place that has more room so that way my housing is sort of cost neutral. So over by North Carolina State in Raleigh, North Carolina, there's a lot of these 4 bedroom, 4 bathroom condos that you could rent by the room for 350, 400 a month. And I saw a couple that were foreclosed on or short sales, and I started negotiating with a bank and did an FHA loan, bought one for like $90,000. My mortgage payment all in was something like 700 bucks a month. I put the 3.5% down. The seller paid the closing costs, and I realized I could rent the three other rooms and was bringing in $900, $1,000 a month, and my mortgage payment was well below that, and it was perfect for me. Again, this wasn't house hacking really wasn't a thing at that time, but I realized I was doing disaster response work. I would get deployed to Indonesia and be gone for weeks to months at a time. So it just didn't make sense for me to pay even $400 a month to rent a room and not be there for 8, 9, 10 months out of the year. So that's how I sort of landed on this 4 bedroom, 4 bathroom place. All the individual bedrooms locked, so you only had to share the common space. I know it would be always super easy to rent because there's college kids around. I
Mhm.
was in my sort of late 20s at this time, so it was just a really big fit. We found it on the MLS, did FHA financing. I got into it for nothing, didn't really need any work. There's an open room that I could move right into and ended up living in there for a year. So it was a really cool experience and really beneficial for me financially because at that point, I was just starting to invest more in real estate and was still on that nonprofit salary. So I didn't have a ton of money, and that allowed me to save more money to invest.